I lied. I did give you the slice of pizza that dropped on the ground. To my sister, when we were kids, I offered you a slice of pizza when you got into the car and you knew I dropped it on the ground. You knew, you questioned me about it and I lied to your face, because I was angry. I spent years trying to figure out why I did that, and why I was so angry with you, but it turns out I wasn't angry with you. I was angry that our mother left us, our dad avoided us, and we were stuck with an abusive stepmother, but you were the only good thing I had to. I guess I tried to push you away before you could leave me too. I kills me that I was so mean to you for a while because you are such a great person, you have a huge heart and you just didn't deserve that, so, I'm sorry. I lied to my probation officer about something minor, but the lie caught up to me. I got into some stupid trouble when I was 16 and now at 18 I'm on probation. I recently started my first year of university this year and one of the obligations was to either be 1, in school or 2, working. I got really burnt out with school and dealing with my mental health that I actually dropped all my classes 1 month after I started uni. My probation officer asked me if I was in uni, I just kept telling her yes every time, and fast forward to now I'm working full time while taking a gap year. Still burnt out. She told me we could get my probation withdrawn faster during September 2022 instead of April 2023 if I show that I've been in university for 1 year, but the problem is I never told her that I dropped out. So I do work full time, but lying to your probation officer is a criminal offense and I'm scared she might tell the judge this and put me in jail. Should I just tell her that I got depressed and dropped my classes, but I am starting again in September and I work full time? I could send her that. I messed up and blamed my kid coworker for it. He got cussed out by a Karen. I work in a restaurant and I accidentally got an order wrong. The customer asked for the manager and I instantly blamed it on my 15-year-old coworker. I feel awful because he immediately said, yeah, it was me. I'm sorry, but it wasn't him and he was taking responsibility for my mistake. The customer complained about him and insulted him to his face, even going as far as to use a colorful string of words I've never even heard together in a sentence before. All I had to say was, come on, he's a kid, as if I didn't make the mistake. After the customer left, he went on to joke about how YouTubers should to take notes from him about taking accountability. I feel horrible because he's been nothing but sweet to me and even helped me learn the table numbers in the restaurant. Edit, yes geniuses, I apologized and I'm buying his lunch Tuesday. Y'all act shocked when someone comes a confession subreddit to confess. Or maybe you're just bored. I'm 3 years older than him, so it's not even a drastic age difference.
I reported my best friend to the police. I, M, have anonymously reported my former best friend, M, to the police. My former best friend and I knew us since high school days. We always had a lot of fun together, even if he wasn't one of the hip ones, it didn't bother me because our friendship was pure. He had to carry his package like many others. Secretly he was gay and didn't tell me for years out of fear. Finally I found out by chance. I didn't care with whom he went to bed and the enthusiasm could be seen in his eyes. A few more years passed and our friendship grew stronger and stronger, until one fateful day, about 4 years ago, he called me in tears and apologized for something and claimed it was not his fault or intention. I asked him what had happened. I did not get an answer for the time being. A few days later the police came to his apartment and secured all the hard drives and smartphones. The charge? Consumption of child pornography. I was shocked and disgusted. He had to go to psychological care, which was ordered by the court. I avoided contact after that, but he remained stubborn and asked me for help and that he would get better. He had a boyfriend for the last few years, so I thought he was making progress. I thought, a few weeks ago I found out that the use of CP has started again. For a long time I struggled with the moral questions of what to do. After all, we have been friends for 12 years, right? Last week I made a decision and reported him to the police. It would be unforgivable for me to read in 10 years that a child was raped and I could have prevented it. Edit, just some infos for better understanding. He himself was a victim of sexual abuse as a minor. That was the reason I didn't ditch him the first time, because I thought, he is a victim too, and maybe he could be helped. I was a fool, I know. But the signs back then gave me the hope it could be possible. He had a loving relationship with a partner for over 3 years. I hate my suicidal friend, spoiler, I said it. I hate all the pressure she puts on me, and I'm fucking sick of it. She keeps on talking about how she's gonna kill herself all the fucking time, and I feel sick to the core. She even shows her fucking freshly cut wrists and fingers to me and I feel so shitty. I want to care for her, I really do, but I don't know what to do. It feels like she's putting all the pressure on me, expecting that I can give all the help she needs, but guess what? I can't. I'm only 13 and I have my own fucking problems to deal with. I'm so scared waking up and realizing she's dead. I don't even know it's my fault or SMTH, it's honestly terrifying. I just want everything to be over and done with. It feels like she's ignoring all the help she could get and just does it even more. I don't know what situation she's in, but she doesn't have to drag her own friends into it. I told her I don't feel comfortable near me and she just says sorry and talks about it even more. When I try to talk to her about my problems, she judges in with something like, well, I haven't underscore 4 days or I have more problems. It feels like she's invalidating what I'm going through and budging herself in. I'm done. I just had to ban a man identifying as a woman on a women's pregnancy group. I'm a modman of a women's pregnancy group on Facebook. Got a join request from someone who had a man in the profile picture, and figured it was a husband / so who wanted to get some advice for his spouse. I was wrong. Almost immediately after I accepted his join request, he began posting some photos of himself. He had his shirt stuffed with pillows, trying to make himself look as though he was pregnant. I removed the photo because it was getting a lot of reports from members of the group. Some hours later, he began doing the same thing again, despite getting a warning and me politely addressing the issue by saying that what he's posting isn't appropriate, and if he wants some advice for his spouse, then he can ask members of the group. Several members reported him again and said they're going to leave the group if this guy keeps posting photos. He replied a couple times saying that he identifies as a woman. The post got so many reports I didn't want to risk losing all my members, so I banned him. Look, you can identify as whatever you want, literally nobody's stopping you, but that doesn't condone disturbing or inappropriate behavior. I think this may have been a case of a pregnancy fetish, and him saying that he identifies as a woman was only an attempt to guilt trip you about blocking him. You did the right thing.